Question for you, though. Does it – actually, I'll get to that question next hour. I do want to mention that the Red Wings play tonight, and I know the Red Wings have also got people's attention. We do not expect Patrick Kane to play, their most recent addition.
No, they said yesterday they would be pretty ambitious if he were to suit up tonight. That being said, he did practice yesterday with the second line with Joe Veleno and Alex DeBrincat, but they are, I guess, targeting for Thursday night when they return home against San Jose.
I'm not thinking that this is the signing that like really takes him into playoff contention, but I'm not counting it out either.
I don't want to allow myself yet to think that this is, oh my God, that they just land Patrick Kane for a paltry price of $2 million basically for the rest of the season. And they're getting, a Hall of Famer here, and he still has plenty left in the tank. I don't want to allow myself to think that just yet. But it would seem to reason to me that after skating like 70 times since his surgery, that he would kind of know whether or not, hey, how is he feeling? Now, obviously, it's different when you're taking bumps along the boards, but I feel like if there were setbacks, if there was caution, like I'm not sure this is going to work out, that he wouldn't be doing this.
No. It could be wishful thinking. It could be, I'm going to give this a shot. This is my last kick at the can. The comment that I'm going to be back and better than I was last year, heck, even 2 years ago. Point of game guy. Keep winning. Trade deadline. Still money.
I'm going to look at like February 1st. And I want to revisit this on February 1st and see where we're at here, right? Because he'll have 15, 20 games under his belt by that point, and we'll see. How's he feeling? Is he productive at all? Or is this just, hey, you tried, didn't work out, and we'll see you later. It's unfortunate, but the way your career ended. But you gave it a chance. There have been other guys with this surgery that have tried and they've failed. Why will he be successful and where the others weren't? Is it just simply medical, marvels and everybody's different, the body heals differently? I don't know. I think once you get hit for a few games in a row, those are going to be real tests to see how he rebounds from that.
Very level-headed, Gator. I appreciate it. I like it. But for some reason, I'm oddly excited. And I expect a lot. And I expect like Patrick Kane, maybe not of old, of course, but like I said, I may be a fool here, and maybe it's just because the name Patrick Kane. But I'm really excited. I think he's going to be a really good addition, a really good player. I think Steve Yzerman got someone great on the cheap. I think hockey IQ is so high. DeBrincat talks about all the time when he played with him how smart he is on the ice. Obviously, it's about the body at this point. Can he take a hit? Can he go out there and skate shifts without pain and things like that? It's different when there's your obstacles in the way. But I feel like this is gonna be a great signing. I'm excited, man.
I'm trying to gauge where my excitement is in comparison to other guys that made their debuts, other future Hall of Famers that came to this team. I think the most I was ever excited for a player that came to the Red Wings was when Paul Coffey came over. So they just, is he serious? They got Paul Coffey. Loved it. And his first game, he had 2 assists as a Red Wing. I'm like, that's the guy. And then it was when they traded Paul Coffey and got Brendan Shanahan. And Shanahan gets in a fight in his first game and endears himself to the fans and goes on and has his great season and win the Stanley Cup. And then it was Chris Chelios. Chelly was different because I didn't like Chelios when he came over here. I'm like, I don't like this guy. He was so abrasive against the Red Wings, so much history with Chicago and Detroit. But he ends up endearing himself to Red Wing fans, wins a couple cups, and that was fine. But this guy is so far removed from being the enemy of Detroit because the Wings are no longer in the Western Conference and playing Chicago a bunch of times during the season.
It's been harmless directly to us for years.
Exactly. And then ends up playing with the Rangers for the last season and now he's here. So I don't have I guess it's somewhere between I think Shanahan and Paul Coffey for me.
Well, for me it was Dominic Hasek. Couldn't believe they got Dominic Hasek.
Still can't believe they got him.
But this is way down the list because my expectations are I'm trying to keep them really low.